Guys, Marcin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we did get an update in the news under the other section, right, where it talks about maintenance and stuff like that, for the system update notice. So shout out, I've posted, I've got Toon's tweet here because it was the first one I could find that someone had posted the image on Twitter. Obviously you can see this in your game in the news section. So system update notice, it says, "Dear players, thank you for your support of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. System updates are scheduled to be conducted during the version update planned for mid-August. After the version update, some devices may experience slower app performance. We sincerely apologise for any inconvenience caused. Thanks for your understanding and support. We hope you continue to enjoy playing Dokkan Battle." So this is basically setting us up for the next big version update that will be coming, and the timing of this is obviously very interesting because this is going to be coming out once the global Dokkan campaign is all wrapped up and finished. That should end in like early August, and then this is going to be coming mid-August. And we know from the new updated roadmap that we've been given for the schedule for this year that obviously the end of August, beginning of September time is basically when the celebration that was the Tanabata event is going to be like fitting into the schedule, right? Because it would be for JP in July, and then for global we would usually have gotten whatever was the Tanabata stuff at the beginning or at least mid-November, some around the hero stuff. There were years where the Tanabata stuff came out first, then years where it came out afterwards, but that has of course all changed now with the sync. We have the global Dokkan campaign now currently ongoing, with part 2 going to start relatively soon, within the next week. And then this big update coming for what will be the Tanabata celebration. So first things first, I wanted to point out a couple of things. So I'm going to get I should have brought it up already, but I can bring up Rick's tweet here. This is the data miner guy. So he posted about it as well. We're getting really close to the 6.0.0 update for Dokkan. Because I think he does mention this is like 5.9 something or other. 5.29. Big system update. The interesting thing will be to see, time to see what Dokkan 2 really means, because app updates always do this. Like I made a short on the second channel about the Elden Ring latest patch notes, where they always do this like 1.01.5 or something, rather than just making it like 1.2, or I don't know why exactly they do that, but yeah, big system update. Now that could potentially mean multiple different options, whether that means more overhauls to the gameplay and the UI, because they specifically mention that some devices, aka older devices, may experience slower app performance. We know as the years have gone on and Dokkan has got more updates, older and older phones have been unable to run the game as efficiently, and of course this means even larger overall file size for the game, which is kind of crazy. So this is something that we can be expecting in mid-August before the Tanabata. And again, not only can this mean a lot of options like in-game updates for the UI, the performance, there's also things that we know that we've seen little snippets of in previous data downloads that have then never materialized. The big example being that active skill animation for the all 3 slots at the same time active skill, which a lot of people have thought was going to be something to do with like a Great Ape or a Rage mode, because that would make sense to have an animation where it activates in all 3 slots at the same time, because the character takes up all 3 slots at the same time, and there was no version of the animation for just 2 slots being active. So it makes sense for it to be something like a Great Ape, but obviously we have not seen that yet. It does also mean that, unsurprisingly, because they normally don't introduce these things mid-celebration, but it means we won't be getting any sort of new crazy mechanic for part 2. Obviously, we know there's the leak for the Omega Shenron. We've seen the LR art. We don't know whether that is going to be Sin that transforms into Omega or just standalone Omega. And then we have no idea who the Carnival character will be. A lot of people wanting to see a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think that we will potentially follow. I'm still sticking with my original prediction that will follow the format for the part 1 units and get reversible exchange Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, with Vegeta having the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta attack as an active skill, and then Goku having like the Dragon Fist that he does to Omega or something like that. But yeah, that is something that we can be seeing very soon. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about here as well, is the part 2 stuff, right? Because this is really all the news we have about the update. Big update coming for mid-August before the Tanabata celebration. But also we know part 2 should be starting sometime within the next week. Because if we take a look at, this is the part 1 celebration info. Obviously the events will be continuing on throughout the celebration. As you can see, we have like stuff scheduled all the way up until the 11th of August. But the big thing is the sales, right? And the special packs will be available because you can still use the tickets in part 1 banners and stuff like that. But the sales go up until the 22nd. Now, awkwardly, this is like 4 p.m. British time. So, I mean, normally the sales end like just before the new ones will start. Sometimes literally they end like a minute before the new ones start. You also have to remember that we have, it's 126 hours. I'm looking at the banner in game now. 126 hours left on the banner for getting the 3+1. So it's just over 5 days from now. So obviously the rest of today and then 5 days, I guess. So that puts us at the 24th, with the sales ending on the 22nd in the afternoon for me. So I could see the banners dropping literally on the 24th. Now, in the previous years, the part 2 of the celebration has often started before the banners come out. Now, the interesting thing is, remember that we got like the stream with the teaser for the characters for part 1 quite a few days before the actual part started. So we are getting very close now that realistically any day now we could see a teaser for what is going to be part 2. Not like a full breakdown of everything that's going to be in the game, but a teaser at the very least of what is going to be in part 2. Because all this other stuff obviously just carries on until the as the celebration goes on. There's no real info anywhere else, I don't think, that kind of points towards exactly when part 1 is going to end, because most of these events just go all the way up till the end. We do see here Battlefield ends on Friday the 25th at 8:59 UK time, because the new one should come out on the 25th at 9 o'clock, because that will be the part 2 special edition. So if that's coming out on the 25th, the morning of, for me, which is 1 week from now, then in theory that means part 2 will already be underway. So we are very much looking at the 24th for the beginning of part 2, thanks to the sales. That does roughly, or sorry, the 23rd or the 24th. We could have a day without sales. That is very possible as well. With the 5 days from when the 3+1 runs out, I think that does take us up to the 24th. So the 24th seems to be a very viable option here, which does make sense, because if we look back to last year, obviously before the games were synced, the 9th anniversary for Global was in July, at this time now that we're having the GDC, and Beast Gohan, who was one of the headliners for part 2, came out on the 26th. So we know that it was roughly around this kind of time that part 2 was going to be starting. So with the evidence that we have in the game so far, with the sales and the upcoming events, there is actually one other thing as well. Is there, where's the Kai banner? There was a Kai banner, wasn't there? Maybe not. There usually is one. And the end date of the Kai banner is very often an indication of when new banners come out, because they usually come out like right after. But apparently we didn't get one. I didn't even realize. Oh no, there we go. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this ends on the 24th at 5:59 in the morning. So again, this points towards the 24th being when the new banners come out, because a lot of the times these Kai banners come out like an hour after new banners drop. And so the 24th banners usually drop at 5 a.m. UK time. So this would actually make a lot of sense, again, for the 24th being the beginning of part 2. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the next big upcoming update? Is it to introduce some new crazy thing ready for the Tanabata? Will we finally see Daima? Who knows? What do you think will be going on with part 2? Like I say, all signs point towards the 24th for the beginning of part 2, but we will know more, hopefully, within the next couple of days when they post some sort of teaser, because the 24th is next Thursday, so we are now less than 1 full week away from when it should be starting, and so far we've had no hints or like previews or anything in game or on social media That Omega art leak is like literally the only thing we know about part 2, and to be honest, we don't even 100% know that that is to do with part 2. It could be for something in the future that got shown too early, who knows. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. When do you think part 2 is going to start? What do you think the big update will be? What would you like to see from the big update? In before, the most popular reply to that question is fixing the friend system, because yep, we definitely all want that. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.